Today I learned more about business leadership than a group project. So basically what happened was that we had to build a thermal system design for an engineering class. And we had 5 people in the team. Weeks passed since we got the project assigned. Nobody said anything. So over time, the due date was gonna come by. So I literally got everybody to like hop on a call to figure out like who the fuck is doing what, because nobody was saying anything. So what did I do? I actually assigned roles to everybody. I'm like, okay, I'll do a calculation. This guy's with me. You both of you guys, you do the CAD and you also do the simulations. And the other guy, you do the cost estimation. So we literally bootstrapped everything together before the final presentation. It didn't really go that well. And then from there, everybody was so confused as to what to do. And some of them even wanted to throw each other under the fucking table. Some of them were like, yeah, fuck this guy. I don't want to work with him and shit. And all I did basically was like, okay, I'm doing the hardest part. Basically leading a group of people that don't know each other. They don't talk to each other unless I fucking make them talk to each other or give them some type of structure. So then over time, what happened was that I essentially created a document because we had to turn a report. So created the documents, got a template from a semester before, and I literally did the calculations with a help of the guy that was with me. And I pieced what he did with ChatGPT and I pieced what I had together, and it came out kind of making sense. And I even cleared up some confusion that happened with the team that make the designs, because they were asking me for stuff that they could actually get by themselves, but I guess they wanted to be spoon-fed. So I figured out what the team needed for the CAD, the design, and I gave them everything that kind of makes sense. They understood. They did their job. From there, I built the document. I put the calculations that I did on the math shit, and then I told everybody, you're gonna do 3 to 5. You both people. The other 2, you're gonna do 6 to 10, because there were 10 things that had to be done in the report. I did 1 and 2. Number 2 was the most fucking intense one, and I did it. And I basically let everybody know, you guys are doing 3 to 5, you guys are doing 6 to 10. Does everybody understand, or is there anybody confused? Nobody said anything. But once I gave them the documents, everybody started just putting their own details. And at the end of the day, we ended up turning a report that looked pretty good. All because the team needed structure, and even the guy who was assigned team leader didn't even like lead the project or nothing. He was asking me, bro, tell me what to do. I don't know what to do. And I'm like, I don't know shit either. I'm just figuring this shit out as I go. But I realized what happened was that we needed fucking communication, because nobody was talking to each other. The guys who were designing it and like doing simulations, these guys were good at their jobs, but they didn't talk to us or said nothing. The guy who was the leader, the guy didn't even know what the fuck he was doing, and he didn't even try that much. And there was another guy who said, I'll do the easy part. So what did I do? I ended up leading the whole fucking project, like basically figuring it out as I went. And then over time, I got this guy to help me out with some calculations with ChatGPT, and I had to make sense of what the fuck ChatGPT sent me, and then piece together with me and until it made sense. And that way I can give numbers to the design team so that they could actually design the fucking thing. And at the end, we ended up with a report that sort of makes sense. And it was all that actually taught me more about business leadership than anything, because I would imagine this is what it means to actually lead a team. Not just of engineers, but just in business in general. That you have to step the fuck up when nobody else is going to do it. Even the leaders that you think are leaders, they kind of just get lazy sometimes, or don't even want to fucking try. They want to leave the job for somebody else. And that's what I noticed with me and this team. And if there's any lesson that I could say, is most engineers that I see like to be spoon-fed what they have to do. They don't want to read the fucking document to figure out what they're supposed to be doing. And most people want to be led, as long as it makes sense. That's why I think this really taught me a lot about how to lead people. Basically just get everybody on the same page on who's doing what the fuck. And then you as the leader have to prove to everybody that you know that you're at least trying or doing something to build a backbone where everybody else can build on top of it. And then from there, you basically just tell these people what to do. You do this, you do this, you do that, I'll handle this. And then you ask for help when you need help, because you also you're gonna need help in some parts. You can't just do everything by yourself. And that, like I said, that taught me more about how leadership actually works than anything I had tried before. And I'll take the lesson with me for a while. And if there's a lesson that I could tell you, is that be proactive. If nobody fucking takes initiative, actually try to assign roles in a project that you're doing. Try to assign roles and figure something that makes sense, that everybody can do, and that they know that you're at least building like a little backbone, like a skeleton that they can build on top of. And then you tell them what to do. You do this, you do that, and they'll figure it out, because now they have roles. Now they have somebody to tell them what to do. But it's kind of scary that most people are not really willing to do that. Just step the fuck up and like tell people what to do. Or if there's something uncomfortable that nobody's talking about, that something happened that they're not willing to speak about it because it's uncomfortable. I'm afraid that I'm gonna look like a dumbass. I'm afraid that I'm gonna scare these people off or make them angry. Who gives a fuck? Honestly, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck if they get mad? Shit has to get done. There's fucking deadlines, there's shit that you gotta do. So if there's somebody on your fucking team that's like dropping the fucking ball, you can call that shit out and they'll fucking step in line and they'll fucking follow your lead. Why? Because they know they fucked up. They know they fucked up, and now they actually gotta fucking fix that shit, because nobody likes a fucking mirror. If you're doing the work and then somebody else tells you an excuse and you basically show them a fucking mirror, hey, you're talking to me like this, but hey, look at yourself. Oh, fuck. And they feel uncomfortable, and they even speak to you like they're fucking nervous or something. They're like, oh yes, Brian, this or that. All because of leadership. Because you chose to do the hard work and actually tell people what to do and just like organize them. So that's why it's a lesson that I'm gonna take with me for a while whenever I build my business. And I wanted to share that because it was an interesting story. It was a very interesting story to talk about that I lived through. My brain is fucking fried. I've been up since like, I've been in my laptop actually since like 1 p.m. today, up until 10:30, trying to fix this and advancing on the projects, because if I didn't move, nobody was gonna fucking move. So I did. And lo and behold, I carried the fucking projects. So yeah, if anything I can tell you is in this lesson is pick up the fucking mantle. Step the fuck up. If nobody's doing anything, you gotta do something. Otherwise, everything's gonna go to shit. So step the fuck up. If people want to help and they want to take some type of leadership, include them in. Because at the end of the day, if you want to get something done, you need help. And the worst thing you can do is not talk and get bitter about it and just become like a little pussy about it and like kick everybody out or kick some people out without having clear communication with people. So yeah, that's all I have. Thanks.